This is not your mid-size standard SUV. It offers a lot of options and a lot of value. Stay with us on Car Coach Reports. Hi, I'm Lauren Fix, and welcome to another episode of Car Coach Reports. Today we are going over the 2018 Kia Sorento. This is all-wheel drive V6 the way I would order it, but this thing is compact, full of all kinds of goodies. Sort of like the snowball in the snowy Northeast. It's ready to roll. Let's take this for a spin, and I'll show you what I think of this car. Most people that own SUVs take their vehicles shopping, kids, to the airport, life that we do every day. So here we are up in the Northeast, and it is snowing like crazy, and I have to say, I'm not too worried, and the reason that I'm not worried is because I am driving an all-wheel drive Kia Sorento. It's got the V6, so it's got power, it's got torque, and I love the fact that it has all these safety features. By the way, when it's snowing, make sure to clean up all the safety features, because if you don't, they don't work. Active cruise control, emergency braking, all the things that you buy a vehicle for that make it safe don't function when it's snowing outside. Visibility is really good. You've got a big, broad, wide windshield. You've got big side windows. You can see the rear with the third row up, by the way, which is easy to pull down. You just pull the tether and the seats fold down. And the third row, by the way, is designed for children. It is not meant for some. I'm 5'8", and there's no way that I would fit back there comfortably. I guess if you had to make a very short trip. Second row, great comfort, excellent storage. And there's even storage in the third row. When you have kids, they have juice boxes and those little bags of applesauce and all that. They have places to put their stuff. There's also even air conditioning in the third row, which I give them a lot of credit for. So let's make our way back to the front of the car. And what's in front of us, we have actual gauges. We don't know what the future holds when you own some of these super high-tech vehicles, because if a digital component doesn't work, you don't have a speedometer. So I like to have actual gauges. So everything can be utilized right here in front of you. You've got your gauges. I just got a notification. Autonomous emergency braking disabled. Radar blocked. It's blocked with snow. I did clean it off, but you wouldn't even know that because it keeps accumulating. So to keep that in mind, that this vehicle loses some of its safety features, as any vehicle does, from the most expensive to the least expensive, when snow or salt or sleet or whatever builds up in that area. So make sure to clean that off. And again, when snow keeps accumulating, note that they're not going to work the way they're designed to work. Getting back to the center stack, I like that everything is really easy to use. Kia has a UVO system, which is a Microsoft-based system. Everything works very easily. You got a navigation screen, which is pretty basic, radio and media. Of course, you've got your infotainment system any way you'd like to have it. Sound system is good. It is the system that is owned by Harman Automotive, which is the Infinity. It is HD radio and, of course, Sirius XM, which I think pretty much everybody has available unless you don't order it. It has heated steering wheel, heated and cooled front seats, which is a major plus. Yes, yes, yes. Cup holders, there are 2 cup holders on the side, your standard shifter as expected, storage and tons of connectivity, tons of outlets. You've got 2 12 volts, you've got a USB, you've got an auxiliary port, same thing in back, tons of connectivity. Everything is soft. And this particular steering wheel I really like because it has the hard ceramic on top, it's supposed to be wood, and the leather down below where you typically would grip the vehicle. Controls on the door are very easy to understand. I do appreciate that. Everything is as expected. And remember, the Kia Sorento is built here in West Point, Georgia. And I was actually at the plant when the plant opened, when the first Kia Sorentos came off the line. I have to say, I'm really impressed on how Kia has evolved in its handling. It used to be more of an American car, but now it drives almost German. And I think that's because they hired a German driveline expert from BMW and a designer from Audi. So what you're getting is this German handling, very tight. Where you pointed it goes. It's not sloppy whatsoever. It's easy to drive, which I think is important when you own a vehicle of this size, especially if you're not used to an SUV and maybe you suddenly have kids and you need to haul a lot of cargo. I have to say the handling is very specific. No, it's not a sports car, but for an SUV, this has really nice, tight, specific handling, easy to get into parking spots. Love the around view camera. Really well done. I like the fact that every single thing about this is very user-friendly. It's very family-friendly. And I think that's what Kia is looking for. They're looking to show you that, forget where it's made. It happens to be made here in the US, but it's owned by a Korean company. the fact is these vehicles are really well built, and there is a huge quantity of SUVs out there, so you really have to make a decision when you're buying. And what do? You test drive as many vehicles as you can. You go out and do your homework. You look for the incentives, like I've always said, and you test drive them. And that doesn't mean just follow the route that the sales guy is telling you. Try getting it in and out of a parking spot. Does it have cross traffic alert? Is there a round view camera? Can you see around the corners of this vehicle? And in all those questions, the answer is yes when it comes to the Kia Sorento. And the 2018 model has really showcased what Kia has evolved into. And part of that is getting people from the German manufacturers to join the Kia team. And the difference is the product has become quite exceptional in comparison to what it was when it first came to the United States back into the early 90s. And it gets pretty good fuel economy, on average combined about 19 miles to the gallon. It's 17 in the city, 23 on the highway. Now our vehicle is fully loaded. It is the 2018 Sorento SXL all-wheel drive, which is really good if you live in the upper half of the country. The vehicle base price is $46,000. Fully loaded, this vehicle is $47,000. There are tons of incentives. Don't pay retail. I'm actually quite impressed with this vehicle. This vehicle is not your standard SUV. It is full of a ton of goodies. It's got great technology, great safety, great performance. That's one. Compact, full of lots of goodies. Now let's talk about seating comfort. Driver's side gets a thumbs up. Passenger side, not so good. No, come on. Lumbar on the passenger side. What the heck? You can make your comments below. Let's hope Kia reads it. Okay, second row, plenty of room. Third row designed for children, not designed for adults. Now in this lovely winter weather, all-wheel drive is the answer with snow tires. Let me tell you, it is wet, it is slippery out, and thank God this car has safety. That's another snowball. So far we've earned 3 out of 3 snowballs in this lovely weather. Finally, storage is great in this car, except for when the third row is up. We went over to Costco, filled this vehicle up for holiday gifts and stuff. I could not believe how much I was able to store. I'm really impressed with this vehicle. The only negative, like I said, is if the third row is up, just put kids back here. This is not your standard SUV. This vehicle actually meets a lot of your needs. If you're thinking about buying one, you want a long warranty, this is absolutely should be on your list. Check out all of our other reviews. Sign up for the Car Coach Reports at laurenfix.com. Check out everything that we're up to on social media at laurenfix. And of course, hit that subscribe button, like and share. Thanks so much. I'm going back to driving. Parking lot fun. Come on, buddy, walk. One foot in front of the other. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Move. There you go.